I'm recording. All right, so this lesson's about exponential growth. You don't know what that means yet. We've talked about exponents a lot, right? All those properties of exponents, exponential growth. So now we're going to talk about some graphs involving exponents. That's exponential growth. So here's what I want to do. I want you to look at I'm going to give you two T-charts, okay? Let's say, actually, let me make, oh, you're okay. Oh, that's a bad one. All right, there's the first one. And here, these are two different T-charts, and I really want you to look at them carefully to determine what's different between them. Let's see. I'm going to give you just a second. I'm recording again. All right, look at the first one and the second one. There's a big difference in the two as far as the pattern of the numbers. Tell me what you notice about the first. All right, so you're saying you multiply the x, you multiply this by 3 every time to get the next number. Tell me what else about that one. Looking just at the y's, what's happening? You're adding what? 3, right? You're adding 3 each time. Do we all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. But when you look at the second one, what's happening there? Yes, Aiden. All the y's to get to the next one are being multiplied by 2. Do you see that difference? Even though my x's are increasing by 1 each time just like the other, look how quick this is going up and growing. That's what we call exponential growth. Okay? This one is the kind of equation that you're used to. This is a linear equation. Okay? If you graphed it, you would just have a line with a slope of 3, okay, a positive slope. However, this is growing exponentially. And y'all have heard of exponential growth before? Or you heard somebody say, "Oh, that's growing exponentially"?
No.
Okay, it means it's growing very fast, okay? So what it looks like on a graph is you'll have your graph, all right, and it'll start out growing. So I've got -2, 2, right? -1, 4, 0, 8. It starts getting really big, really fast, okay? So it's kind of a curve. We'll talk more about the graphs in just a minute. Right now, I want us to focus on the numbers on the T-chart, okay? So if I want to write a rule for these numbers, okay? And when I say a rule, I mean an equation, all right? So you need to know what they look like. The equation looks like this. Okay? So I've got, let me put your chart here, back here. -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And we had 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. What would the next one be? 64. That's right, 64. So you see it's going up really fast as it starts. It starts out kind of on a slow increase, and then all of a sudden it really starts increasing fast. Yeah. That's what it looks like if you graph it. If you plotted all these points, -2, 2, -1, 4, 0, 8, and connected them, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a line anymore. It looks like this curve that shoots up really fast. Okay, so this is all new to you. That's what I'm going to use. So exponential growth equations have this form. So they'll look something like y = 2 times 3 to the x. Okay? Something like that. That's what an exponential growth equation looks like. All right? Remember, lines are in the form y equals mx plus b, right? These, and m and b, we have to solve and find. These are a times b to the x, okay? And we have to find a and b and plug them in. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. This is exponential. This is exponential. We've already done, you know how to write the equation of a line given 2 points. Now we're going to write the equation of exponential growth given 2 points. Okay? So, what you want to do, the first thing you want to do, how to write a rule. All right, the first thing you want to do is choose your point 0, whatever goes with 0. In this case, it's 0, 8. Okay? Whichever one starts with 0, choose a point that starts with x equals 0. Okay? In this case, it's 0, 8. So they're going to give you a list of numbers, and you pick the 0 one. Okay? You're going to plug that into your formula. Remember, our formula is y equals a times b to the x. So what is y? I'm using this point. That's right. 8 equals a times b. What is x? 0. Good job, y'all. So, if b to the 0 is 1, that means a equals what? A is 8. Now, anything to the 0 power is 1. That's right. Next thing you're going to do is find b. To find b, what are you multiplying by each time to get to the next one? 2, right? That's your b. Okay? To get from, tell me when you got it? Okay. To get from one to the other, and this is whenever it's going up by 1 on the left side, right? You told me that you timesed it by 2. That 2 that you timesed it by is your b. Whatever you timesed it by each time, that's your b. Okay? So then we just have to put everything together and write the equation. All right, so we found a and b. That's all we had to find. Yeah. That was linear. That was just to show you the difference in linear and exponential. They'll give you a table. We're going to do an example start to finish in just a second. I'll show you. All right, so y equals, what is a? 8 times, what is b? To the x. There's your rule or your equation. Okay, you just leave it like that. So remember, b is what you multiply by, and a you have to find. Yeah. We're going to graph it in a minute. I'm going to get the graph in just a second. Every one of these, every time I add 1 on this side, I multiply by 2 on this side. It's kind of, think about it like, kind of like your slope on a line, but this time it's multiplying. There. All right, let's do another one together. Start, finish. Let's see what happens. Oh, no. Let's do so the first thing I want you to tell me is it linear or is it exponential? Yep. How do you, Christian, how do you know that? Okay. Is it linear or exponential? That's your first question. Come on. All right, so we'll make a little note. Remember, linear means you add to get down to the next. Exponential means you multiply. Okay, I'll give you a second to catch up with me. You're exactly right. It's exponential. All right, so you're exactly right. That's going to be my next thing is I'm multiplying by 3 each time, right? So I want to write a rule, okay, or an equation to represent this. So I know that because it's multiply, it's y equals a times b to the x. If it was add, it would be what? Mx plus b. It would be a line. But we're in exponential now because we're multiplying. All right, so I already know that b is what? 3. But I need to find out what a is, right? So what point should I use to plug in? 0.27. If you have a 0, that's always your easiest to use, right? So 27 equals a times b to the what? 0. Yeah. So a equals what?
So a equals 27.
Yep. So what is your equation?
Y equals 27 times b.
Yes. Yep. Don't multiply those two together. Leave them written like that. Does that make sense to you? One more?
Yeah.
Do one more. This one I want you to try. I'm going to write it this way just because that's the way your book does it. I know, I like them vertical too, but I don't want you to do that right there on your homework because they list it a different way. All right, don't blurt it out when you get it. All right, try it on your own. Mark it. Go. All right, this is the more working out this problem. All my YouTube followers, you know. How did y'all figure out that it was exponential?
I didn't know. I didn't even figure it out.
Times 4.
I can tell.
What am I doing?
That's right.
No, I gotta go back. Go back.
Hit undo.
Bless you. I gotta.
See the undo right there? Yeah.
Will you ever have a chart where like
They broke the answer.
Not just yet. I'm going to get y'all practice on this before we start doing different.
okay.
Shh.
You got a whole bunch of things. Where? It's right there.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I just think I messed up.
Good job. Everybody did it. Everybody got 16 times 4 to the x?
Yeah.
Yay!